Hello, welcome back to the sideboard one last time here at the Regional Championship, part of SCG Con Minneapolis. I am Nick Miller alongside your Regional Championship champion, Casey Miller. Congratulations.
Oh my God, thank you.
Gigantic blue trophy here for you.
That's nice.
We got to talk your story here because this is your first, or you said your second day two in an RC.
Yeah, second, maybe third. There might be one I'm forgetting, but yeah.
Queued up for the Pro Tour, for your first Pro Tour, so happy about that. Then you make the finals for a World Championship invite. And you got to cap it all off with a huge win. How does that feel?
It feels absolutely surreal. I feel like I'm dreaming. I didn't think this would happen. You know, I started off 1-1, and I'm just like, okay, maybe I can try to scrape into day two. But I just kept winning, and I just kept playing against Blue Red prowess, and I feel great.
For a weekend dominated in the discussion by Corey Steele-Cutter, you were the one cutting them up on camera. You played against the deck in the quarters and semis, and the deck just looked tailor-made for that matchup.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely did tailor-make it for that matchup. I was, I think Jeskai is really great because it's really flexible. There's a lot of good cards you can play in Jeskai, and the week before this event, you know, at the other RC, I saw that Blue Red was really good. I have some teammates on Blue Red that were singing its praises, so I'm like, okay, I'll just build this to beat Blue Red, you know, make sure I have 4 Temp Lockdowns, 4 Lightning Helix, a good plan post sideboard. And yeah, it's been working. You know, Temp Lockdown is something they're susceptible to. They can bounce it, sure, but then I'll just play it again. They really have to, like, if they're bouncing it, they kind of have to kill you that turn. And with how much life gain is in the deck, it's hard to do that. Yeah,
against both quarterfinals and semifinal opponents, I saw them bounce the temporary lockdown. They know you still have it, but they have to play all their cards back into it. Yeah. And then when you survive it, they're just basically left with nothing.
Look, they got to do it. I mean, they don't have another option. But yeah, you know, I just keep replaying it as long as, like, I have that counter magic available. If they go for the end turn bounce spell, then pretty much got it locked up.
You talked about your sideboard as well. One thing we saw you do, a lot of people, you didn't do, we saw a lot of people do, was the high noon, and you opted not against kind of going all in on that due to the dragon synergy.
Yeah, it's kind of a nombo with Sheikah. I'm sure it's good. I mean, people have been doing well with it all weekend. I'm going to try out a list with it. I've actually never played the card in this deck, though I have played a lot of high noons, not in this deck, just because, like, it seems so bad with Sheikah. Like, Sheikah flashing back stock up is such an important part of the game plan. I don't want to lose access to that, and I think it's beatable without high noon. If anything, I would want high noon for, like, the Omniscience mashup. I only lost 2 matches the whole tournament. Both of them were to Omniscience.
Yeah, I think if you have to take one thing away from this weekend, while Corey Steele-Cutter was a huge deal, every time I saw anyone cast stock up, I was just like,
card's awesome. Woo. It's busted. It's basically dig through time.
Yeah, so you get to just run that out, kill their board, play the dragon, do it again, and then anyone else is just fighting uphill. Yeah.
My game plan in most matches was just like, how do I get to a point where the board is stabilized enough so that I can either cast stock up or cast Sheikah getting back stock up, right? If I'm casting Sheikah and playing something else, like, it's fine, but it's like a little bit of a failure. Like, I want to be casting stock up with it almost all the time.
Well, you're the champion here. You had a huge rail, you know, watching the match. Got any shout outs, call outs for the end of the weekend here?
Oh yeah, so many shout outs. First of all, I got to shout out my team. I think we're going by Unnamed Colorado Magic Team. Our old sponsor decided not to sponsor us anymore. So if there's any new sponsors, please reach out.
Rolls off the tongue.
Obviously, you know, a bunch of other friends that have been supporting me through this. Most of all, I got to thank my mom. She's been incredibly supportive throughout this whole thing, and just my whole life. So thank you so much, Mom. Also, shout out to my dad, who passed away a few years ago, but he was also a big card gamer. He was a big poker player, and we definitely shared that love growing up, even though he never understood what was happening in Magic. He instilled a love of card games in me from a very young age, and I hope I can make him proud with this.
Well, congratulations. You're the champion here in Minneapolis. Now you got a Pro Tour on the horizon, a World Championship on the horizon.
Yeah.
You just get to make your name even more.
Yeah, I'm super stoked for both those tournaments.
All right, well, congratulations one last time. We're going to ship it back to Carmen and Ryan to close it out here in Minneapolis.